Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the topic review the literature. In the previous video, we had already discussed what is the review of literature and when do we have to write a review of literature. What can be what can be the procedure? What are the steps? How can we collect, evaluate, and select our review of literature? So we discussed all these topics in detail in the previous video. Today we will discuss the upcoming steps of writing a review of literature. In review of literature part 2, first of all we'll discuss about how to receive feedback on language, structure and layout. This is the important thing that you need to know. Professional editors proofread and edit your papers by focusing on academic style, vague sentences, grammar, style consistency. If once you yourself are editing and reviewing what you have written, you need to keep all these things, all these points in your mind while reviewing your literature. So the writing process includes pre-write, plan and outline, write a draft first of all, redraft or revise, edit and proofread. This is the procedure that you need to follow. Now the step 2 says that find connections and themes. How can you do that? One thing always leads to another thing, because we know that everything is connected to one another. To begin organizing your literature reviews, argument and structure, you need to identify relationships between the sources you have already read. So if you have read something, you need to specify it, and whatever your future plans, whatever your further proceedings, you can always mention it as per the review that you have done of the literature. Based on your reading and notes, you can look for trends and patterns that are already in vogue in theory as well as in methods, and we can say in results. So do certain approaches become more or less popular over the time? That is a question that you need to find the answer. Themes: what questions or concepts recur across the literature? That also you need to find out, because whatever you are reviewing, that must have, if that thing is already done, you need to know that. You should read a lot so that you can identify that the work that is not done in the research, the field of research, that you can proceed with. So debates, conflicts and contradictions you may find where do the sources disagree. Sometimes pivotal publications are there. There are influential theories or studies that changed and directed of the field. That can also be one question. One more question is that what is missing from the literature? Are there weaknesses that need to be addressed? You need to find the connections, and you need to see all these important things once if you wish to write a review of literature. Plan your literature review structure. That is really necessary. You can identify the questions, you can search for the literature, you can read it critically, and later on you can synthesize it, structure the review of literature. There are various approaches to organize the body of literature review. You should have a rough idea of your strategy before you start writing any review, because once if you have planned only, then you can proceed accordingly. Depending on the length of your literature review, you can combine several of these strategies. For example, we can take that your overall structure might be thematic, but each theme is discussed chronologically. What is the what do we mean by chronologically? Chronological here means the simplest approach is to trace the development of the topic over the time. If something is written, if something is reviewed, if something is researched in a particular year, we can move chronological order so that we can identify what are the stages, what are the further researches that have been done. However, if you choose this strategy, then you need to be very much careful to avoid simply listing and summarizing sources in order. So it is really essential, make an order and try to analyze the pattern, turning point and key debates that have shaped the direction of the field. Give your interpretations of how and why certain developments must have occurred. So this is the strategy that you need to follow. After chronological order, the another point is thematic. Thematic analysis says that it should be quantitative data, some codes and themes, and how does it work. If you have found some recurring central themes, you can organize your literature review into subsections that addresses different aspects of the topic. So first of all, just find out the themes that you have selected and then you can arrange them in the form of subtopics, and later on you can address your own topic. We can here take one example. If we are reviewing a literature about inequalities in migrant health outcomes, key themes might include healthcare policy, language barriers, cultural attitudes, legal status, and economic access. So this should be the pattern and procedures. According to that, you can proceed with. After that, the important point that comes is methodological. If you draw your source from different disciplines or fields that use a variety of research methods, you might want to compare the results and conclusions that emerge from different approaches. We can take some examples to understand this point of view. First of all, you should look at what results have emerged in quantitative versus qualitative research. Discuss how the topic has been approached by empirical versus theoretical scholarships. Divide the literature into sociological, historical, and cultural sources so that you can easily access to your own point of view, and you can also frame, you can come to some deduction that whatever you have deduced after doing the research, after doing the review of any literature. Then comes the theoretical approach. A literature's review is often the foundation for the theoretical framework. What is theoretical framework? It includes experimental learning, observation, experience, experimentation, conceptualization, methodology, etc. You can use it to discuss various theories, models, and definitions of key concepts. You might argue for the relevance of a specific theoretical approach or combine various theoretical concepts to create a framework for your research. But you need to identify the literature that you are reviewing, and later you can proceed with the theoretical framework. So in this way, we today we discussed about some important points and steps of writing a review of literature. In the upcoming session, we'll be discussing some more steps that are already left, and still we have to discuss some steps so that we can proceed with the review of literature.